Tēnā koe, Parekura Cribb, no mai haere mai. Thank you for joining us today. So we have received the Māori for Aotea Netball, or as Aotea Netball for our Aotearoa Māori National, so hosting this year. We just thought we'd grab Parekura Cribb on. Naturally, Pare, you get Jane. I do the sports show, the locker room with the boys on a Saturday. So yeah, really happy to have you here. And I guess we'll just start with what the kaupapa is and what we're trying to achieve. Okay.
Kia ora Jane, kia ora tātou. Yeah, so in April next year, 2023, Aotea Māori Netball is hosting the National Annual Māori Netball Tournament in New Plymouth at Waiwhakaiho Netball Park. Māori Netball has been a kaupapa that's been around since the late 80s, an initiative that was started through the Māori Women's Welfare League and a health report that came out in the mid-80s actually, focusing on Māori women's health. And Whai June Māoriu instigated the kaupapa and aimed to improve or promote healthy lifestyles to wahine Māori and their families using netball as a vehicle, and still going strong after 35 plus years.
Oh, beautiful, my friend. Honestly, this kaupapa, I am so here for it. Like I've played netball forever. I've now got my babies who are playing netball, and I had Quinny in the under-13s this year. And I'll tell you what, just what a stunning kaupapa. And I think your delivery is just on the money, mate. Like just a beautiful space, I think, delivered by Māori, for Māori, safe space to just be Māori.
Yeah.
So I suppose my next question is just around how many teams? What are we looking at here? How many people are we hosting?
So at present we have 10 Māori netball regions or waka throughout the motu. Aotea is one of those 10. Each waka brings to the national tournament 5 age group teams. So there's 50 teams that come in total. Each waka travel with between 70 to 100 players, management and supporters. And the tournament itself usually attracts around 2,500 people. So it's really awesome.
That is awesome. So I suppose as far as Aotea, we want to put our best foot forward and really just host a beautiful event. And I think in Aotea, we're quite proud of the mahi that we do and how we deliver. So tell me, my friend, who are we looking for? Coaches, managers, hands, volunteers? What do we need?
So as a waka, we've kind of split ourselves into two sort of rōpū. We've got a small crew that have been chipping away for actually since Easter this year on the hosting side of things, but we're gearing up with the waka side of things. So we've put out our advertisements for coaches and managers for our age group teams, which are under 13s, under 15, under 17, under 19 and premier grade, which is over 19. Of course, those age groups don't align with the current Netball New Zealand age groups, but we're okay about that, particularly our under 13 grade, because it is those kōrero that we want to access most in terms of planting the seed around living healthier lifestyles and and the kaupapa. So,
That's awesome. So currently seeking applications then to fill these spots?
Yes. So we need 5 coaches and 5 managers to look after these teams. All the information is on our website. It's a pretty tight turnaround. We are a little behind schedule with our calendar. So applications close this Saturday, the 10th of September at 7 p.m. We just need you to email your interest, expressions of interest through to us, a brief CV of relating to your coaching or managing experience. We're really looking for coaches that obviously as the host waka, we really want to put our best foot forward, like you said, in terms of the quality of our teams. So our campaign is running a little longer. We're starting quite early compared to when we would normally start. That's for 2 reasons. One is around being able to fulfill our hosting responsibilities, because as players and management in the teams, we will wakatau, welcome the entire motu to the tournament. So there's a lot of kaupapa and kapahaka, hakapohiri to get ready for, on top of the netball, which we also want to be of a high quality as well. We kind of sit middle of the range with Aotea, but we have experienced success in the past, and I think that can be attributed to the quality of coaching that we're able to attract as well. And it's a unique campaign. You don't get physical access to your players all the time because of the geographical nature of our boundaries. So coaches need to be able to monitor, motivate and inspire players to hit the targets they're looking for outside of the times that we're together. So
yeah, for sure. And I think that's a really that's a cool challenge, like for our coaches to kind of like give you a bit of a stretch. You know, we've got some fabulous coaches, certainly for Shea Tamati, on the board with the Premiers. You know, and I think it's a really good opportunity for our coaches in Aotea to offer themselves a stretch. And how do we be creative? Because I think that's certainly the, you know, that kind of managing from afar is certainly the world we live in today, my friend. So I'm incredibly excited. Now, it's been going for a long time, 2 years?
35. Look, I get a little bit put off here because we had a couple of years in hiatus with COVID. 1988 was the first national tournament. So, 35 years. We just didn't have tournament in 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, beautiful. So plenty of learnings to be had over that time. Now I'm dying to ask, mate, what's the legacy? Like, tell me, who have we seen come through this program and progress to kind of that higher level?
Yeah. And, you know, it's something I don't think our whānau completely understand, that it is a really valid pathway into the high performance space. We've, as Aotea, we've had Kōrero go through nationally. A lot of the Silver Fern squads are products of Māori netball. Certainly a huge majority of players in the ANZ franchise teams and the National League teams are products of Māori netball. For Aotea in particular, of course, we have current Silver Fern Kelly Jury, ANZ franchise player Paris Mason. In the past, of course, we've also had Greer, her last name eludes me at the moment, but, you know, she's represented New Zealand in the secondary school team. So we've had, it's certainly an exciting pathway, one where there's opportunity. We have a national Māori secondary school team that we select from our tournament, and they compete in various events, previously the International Schoolgirls Tournament. A good 90% of those players go on to pick up franchise contracts with ANZ teams and National League teams as well. So it's a really great pathway and lots of opportunity for our kōrero Māori. But I think the important thing is that because they're coming through this particular pathway, they're really embedded in our kaupapa, and it's a safe space for them to just be who they are. So, you know, mixing that high performance sporting environment with just us being Māori is just a really successful formula.
Absolutely. And I think you're right, that kaupapa that kind of not sits in behind, but is at the front, that leads us, is beautiful, and only good will come from it. Now, Greer Patterson, I think is the name. There she goes. So what do we need to know, Pare, what to pull our whanaunga in? What do we need to know? What are our key dates?
So and you can go to our website as well. You'll see the link scrolling across the screen there. It is quite a huge campaign in terms of dates, and we are asking that people check through those dates really carefully to make sure that you're fully committed and available for those dates. So we'll kick off actually at the end of this month. We're going to do a little pre-trial camp with our under 13 players, because that's a space that is full of players who haven't necessarily played seven-a-side netball. And we discovered that when we came to trials, and we had our beautiful kōrero running around the court, and we're calling out positions and they've only heard of A, D and C. So we're going to do a little something with them in that space before trials to get them ready. We're trialling all the age groups on the 2nd and 9th of October. And then we'll get started with our first noho marae at the end of October. We've got one planned at the end of October, November, and then again in March. And in between those noho dates, to maintain both the kaupapa and the netball side of things, we'll have 6 whole waka trainings where teams come together for 3-4 hours on a Sunday to catch up and do what they need to do to prepare. So it's pretty full on from October through to April. Tournament is the what is tournament? It's got 7th to the 9th of April in New Plymouth.
Beautiful. Pare, honestly, you guys, we do a fabulous job. I am so looking forward to this. And I did just want to mention, like, as someone who has been a part of this kaupapa and the competition, mate, we invite our wānau, our whanaunga from, our waka to participate, because it is the one thing that is done beautifully is it is that full wraparound kind of.
Absolutely.
Like you say, helping our kōrero who have not played 7-a-side and making sure that they're prepped. And I think that kind of support is very unique to Māori and how we deliver. So, Parekura, with that said, our whanaunga out there, if you want to be a part of this, then please do, because we're going to put on a cracker. Get in touch. The email address is there. Be a coach, be a manager, just get amongst it. Thank you, Pare. You're amazing. Ngā mihi nui kia koe. Thank you for having us, and we are looking forward to it. Embrace yourself, because your inbox is going to fill up so quick.
Kia ora. Thank you, Jane. Kia ora whānau. Yes, please get in touch if you have any questions. Touch base with us. We can answer those. Even if at this stage coaching or managing is not for you, but you just want to come along and get a taste for things, we know full well that you will catch the bug real quick, and you'll want to be in that space all the time. It's just so amazing. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to be involved with the waka, also with the hosting side of things. If you're keen to volunteer or keen to be a part of that, then please by all means get in touch with us.
Lovely. Parekura, thank you so much.
Kia ora.